Do I sound more like a rock star, pop star? I feel like I'm
You sound
filming
like
music
fun.
videos.
But what we see on internet is you having fun. What I think people don't see on internet is consistency, the discipline, the long working crazy hours.
I door knock, I still hustle like
Yeah.
I did on the first day. I salute you, and that's why I'm here to actually tap into more lives. So
Yeah.
good on you for doing this.
Communication is very important
Yeah.
for in agents world, and so in broking as well.
To the people that are listening right now, they're better off. The only people that are making money right now is landlords or the banks. Your time is your most valuable asset in life. If you're waiting for the market and the economy to change to make money, it's wrong. No one will touch money. No one can touch your watch. No one can touch. It's safe.
Because eventually, I think Melbourne market always stabilizes at the end.
See,
it doesn't go too
you're
low.
talking like a typical investor out there.
Yeah.
90% of estate agents have no idea how much labor and love is involved when it comes to selling luxury or building luxury.
Because I think at that level, they're not just selling or buying properties, they're buying relationships.
Knowledge gives you confidence. Ignoring something builds you nervousness. We've got this business because I think we've got the business. We didn't need to do much talking. She did all the talking herself.
Dealing with people's emotions, you're dealing with their problems in life. And for that particular time that you're helping them, you're holding their hand and you're dealing with all their life problems as well. Because you can train knowledge, you can't train hunger.
Believe in karma. Just give good. You don't have to be a good taker. You just have to be a good giver.
And selling is a major one. I think everyone should know how to sell. When you know how to sell, you can be really successful. Because selling yourself is the number one thing. Welcome back to another episode of the EG Show. Today's podcast is super special. We have the most glamorous, most fun real estate agent of Melbourne, Zed Nasheet. Zed has made this amazing brand of his own and is very well known for providing a great experience to his customers. Today, we talked about what it really takes to be successful at his level, what kind of work he does, what kind of clients he deals with, and how he deals with them. Also, we talked about how you can start your real estate journey, what it takes to be where he is at. So, today's episode has been sponsored by Zed Real Estate. Zed Real Estate is a brand of its own. It's fantastic. It's known for being glamorous. And if you want to buy, sell, invest, they are the people to go to. They make every experience a red carpet experience. Also, if you are looking at being a real estate agent, there's no better person to speak to. Zed can really be the mentor, can provide good guidance, can help you be successful. So if you are starting your journey out, go speak to Zed, go watch the podcast and enjoy today's show. Hi Zed, welcome to the show.
How you going? Good?
I'm
Thank you.
good, how are you?
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I'm really happy that we're going to do this conversation. I want to know, you've got this rock star image. You've made real estate really entertaining with Lamborghini, private jet videos, dance videos. Was that always a part of the plan or did it just evolve like that?
So do I sound more like a rock star, pop star? I feel like I'm
You sound
filming
like
music
fun.
videos or a estate agent, you know?
Whatever it is, sounds fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think the public have a wrong perception of me, you know?
Yeah?
The actual Zed is more of a humble Zed, you know, and the only thing that I actually enjoy right now is probably a good guitar, sunset, and a fire pit. But I don't know how to turn the fire pit on myself, so I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
The sunsets are what makes me happy right now.
Yeah.
It's just the public, I guess. We live in I guess, we live in a society where everything's about, you know, marketing. Everything's about digital presence. I mean, at the space level or the space that I deal with my clientele right now, it's 5 million and above. They're very judgmental. And we always tell people not to judge a book by its cover, but we do. And they say your first impression is your last impression, and you never get a second impression to make good first impression. Now imagine if I showed up, let's just say on a date with a ripped shirt, she would judge me. Human beings, we do judge people. Don't judge a book by its cover, we always judge people. Imagine if I showed up to a $5 million property with a Toyota Corolla and it's dirty. The client's going to walk out, say, this is the estate agent, I don't want to deal with him. Now, if I showed up in a decent car, they'll either think that I'm a drug dealer or I'm doing very well for myself.
Yeah.
And how I portray myself is how I handle objections.
Yeah.
And that's the real image of, I guess, what real estate is. It's all about
love
brand.
it. I think you have taken real estate and you've made it fun.
Thank you.
You get people really excited about the process. You agree with that?
100%.
Yeah. I think seeing your videos, you want to pick up the phone and give you a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So why didn't you pick up the phone and call me when you bought your property in Brighton?
I bought. If I was selling, I'll give you a call.
Very smart.
When I do sell,
You've been watching too many of my videos.
Zed, we see all the fun and glamour on the internet, and you said your real fun is sitting by the fire, enjoying the music. But what does it take to be successful at your level?
I would have to say consistency, discipline, working 7 days a week, having good work ethics, having good systems and structure, and not taking no for an answer. And you just got to keep going. When you've got momentum for any business, any field of life, you just got to keep going. Put your head down and keep moving forward. So it's not discipline. It's actually doing the things that your body's telling you not to do. It's about not having work and life balance. For me, I don't believe in that bullshit because I feel like people say, oh, you're going to get burnt out. You will only get burnt out in industries where you actually aren't passionate about it. So follow your dreams, follow your passion, and the money will just come into its place. At the level that I'm operating at, I need to be available 24/7. And you have to love the grind. You have to love the hustle for yourself to be, I guess, at the level that you want to be. And I don't think that I'm successful right now. Reason being is because I feel like some of the world's most successful people, they've got good health. So when you got your health, I think you're very successful already. Because in Australia, we're so fortunate to be where we are and the country that we live in. Because I get to travel very often for work as well, which is, I'm fortunate like that. And I come back home, I go, wow. We're so fortunate to be in Australia. So, and everybody's got the same opportunities.
Yeah.
Dude, you could be rich, you could be poor. The rich has the same food, the poor has the same food. There's no such thing as class, which is what I love.
Yeah.
So
I love that too.
So this is the land of opportunity. You want to go out there, work hard, and you can think outside the box, you'll make millions.
You're exactly right there. And I say that quite a lot as well. I love Australia. I love living here. Same, I travel quite a lot for pleasure, for holidays. And I come back and I think, how lucky am I to be here? It's beautiful here. It's stunning. You've got everything. Anything you name it, you've got it here.
Well said.
But what we see on internet is you having fun. We hear what you're saying. We see what you're saying. What I think people don't see on internet is consistency, the discipline, the long working crazy hours, planning ahead. That's what we don't see on internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because even some of my staff members, they actually don't think that I put in the cold calls. My secret is I cold call like a champion. I was cold calling last night at 8 o'clock in the office.
Okay.
I was door knocking, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, but obviously selective door knocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't tell myself, oh, I'm good financially, I could retire now, just sit back, relax. No, you got to keep going. Like I was door knocking last week and the vendor was like, you're Zed and you're door knocking my house? And he was a developer. He said, come on in, let's have a chat.
Yeah.
But obviously I door knock in selective homes over 5 million plus. Because the people that live in $5 million homes on average, they'll have other properties to sell at 4 million, 3 million, 2 million, or they could be developers.
Yeah.
Selective.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So you do that still. I'm actually really surprised.
Call, I door knock, I still hustle like I did on the first day. In fact, I'm 10 times more hungry than what I was 10 years ago.
Yeah. So what's the long-term plan then?
Long-term plan? It's to build a legacy and change more lives.
Yeah.
My perspective has changed. I thought it was wealth, but once you get to that level, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Actually, money doesn't bring you happiness.
Yeah.
What brings you happiness is changing more lives.
Yeah.
And I used to watch podcasts back in the day, and I used to see videos. Well, this guy's already got money. What the fuck's he on for? He's already no.
Yeah.
Right now, we're paying that many taxes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm diversifying my options, but I'm inspiring people in the meantime, which is why I decided to jump on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I do have a full-time job,
Yeah.
but it's so hard for myself because it's taking time that I could be creating money for myself. But one of the biggest purpose in here that I have to give you credit for is going outside your own working hours to be able to tap more into more people's hearts and inspire and spread positive energy. There's enough negativity going around. So kudos to you, hats off to you. Well done on doing this podcast. And not many people are willing to, take time away from their own productive days to be able to do this. So I salute you, and that's why I'm here to actually tap into more lives. So good on you for doing this.
Thank you. Means a lot when you say that. But Zed, what then really separates an average agent from a good agent? What are the 3 core strategies?
Roller coaster. I wouldn't say real estate is about properties. It's about people. So then we're in the field of business. Any field of business you look at, businesses, they have this roller coaster moments. Then they lose momentum. They lose focus. What differentiates a good business owner in comparison to an okay business owner to an unbelievable business owner is having weekly, monthly, yearly goals.
Okay. Targets.
You need to have goals for yourself to have something to look forward to because it gives you a planner. And if you don't have that financial goal, that wealth goal, or that health goal, it's just going to backfire on you.
So do you always have a plan in place?
Every day. I have a plan until I'm 51 years old.
Okay.
I know exactly. Last week I went out on a date with a girl.
Yeah.
I knew exactly where to lead the direction at.
So you're very
I
clear in
got
what you're
bored
doing.
in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
this is not going to
Walked
do
off.
anything. Any conversations I speak to anybody, it's very goal driven. It sounds robotic, but I need to make sure that it's value driven at the same time as well.
Yeah.
So everything I ever do, it's purely just goal driven. And that's why a lot of good estate agents, they fail because they don't have the right systems. They don't have the right structure. They have a good month followed by a bad month. It's like this roller coaster moment.
Always.
They've had a very good year
Yeah.
in the business, but
Yeah.
followed year, they don't
Yeah.
have the same ambition, same drive. So it's the goals that give you a sense of direction.
Yeah. I agree. And I also think communication is very important.
Yeah.
For in agents' world, and so in broking as well. I think you got to talk straight, not overpromise, and negotiate without ego. At the end, trust is the currency, right?
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
What's the goal after 51? Because you said you've got your goal set till 51 years of age.
What's the goal after 51? I'll find out when I'm 51 years old.
Yeah.
Let me get to 51 first.
Yeah. Yeah. But is the goal to just retire, chill at the beach?
Nah, fuck no.
No?
That's stupid.
Nah, that's not you.
Retirement's experiment, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what's this mentality of 65 and you used to retire? My dad's like 75 years old and he's still going gardening and he's still trying to sell stuff online.
Yeah.
My dad's a grinder.
Yeah.
I don't even think he knows what retirement means because I feel like if you're retired, it's experiment. What are you going to do? How can you chill at the beach? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And probably that's why you like that as well. You're his blood and flesh.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. That's why you're always on the go, always doing things.
You look at some of the world's most successful people out there. They're still grinding.
Yeah.
They're still hustling.
Yeah.
I don't think Trump does it for money.
Yeah. Yeah. What's Melbourne's property market like right now?
Melbourne's property market. We've had a challenging ride for the last 4 years. The last 4 years, the developers have faced some trouble, including holding cost, land tax. The government is telling us to build more houses, but they're taking 50% of the money. So if you think about it, on average, 44% of capital gain tax, land tax, holding cost tax is going back to them. I don't think any developers are going to build. If they're wise enough, they're not going to build. We got hit with 4 strikes in the last 4 years in Melbourne. Interest rates quadrupled. People that have comfort living, they don't realize that the interest rates only went down because we were in the middle of a pandemic. At 2.5% was our interest rate. So on a loan of $1 million before the pandemic, it would cost you about $4,000 a month. That was principal and interest. In today's market, it costs you $7,000 a month on average. So that quadrupled. So that means people that overstretched themselves, they lost their lifestyle. And then we got hit with cost of material. Shipment went up from 7,000 to 14,000. Material went up. And then labor went up because we got a shortage of good trades here. And then on top of that, the market dropped by 10% because land tax went up. Holding costs went up.
Yeah.
So when everything goes up, inflation, nobody's going to build. I personally invested money and I just broke even. That doesn't make sense. But I invested a couple of $1 million. So the Melbourne market right now is up for a challenge. To the people that are listening right now, they're better off. The only people that are making money right now is landlords or the banks. Banks are milking at 6%. We have this old mentality, buy, don't sell. It's stupid. It's the stupidest mentality ever. Why? Because the only person that's making money is the banks or the landlords.
Because what we've heard all our life is hold on.
It's the most stupidest philosophy ever.
Okay.
This is bullshit. It doesn't work like that. What works right now is when you invest into something, your time is your most valuable asset in life. It's emotions and it's the feedback you've heard from, from our elders saying keep it. But in a tough time right now, you have to differentiate. You have to change your strategies to dictate your income. I'll tell you a very simple example. I was with one of the biggest builders of Melbourne yesterday. I was sitting down with him. He's got over 20 penthouses sitting on the market right now. His holding cost on each one of them is $50,000 just on land tax. Now you tell me, how would a developer get motivated to be able to develop businesses or to be able to develop more properties out there and then pay more on taxes and then pay more on GST? How does that even work? So it's a very challenging time in Melbourne right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Realistically, any properties that are sold 4 years ago in Brighton at $5 million, now it's sitting at 4.6 million.
Okay.
Anybody that bought properties in
still selling though?
Toorak and Brighton, they sell for 10% less than what they bought it for 4 years ago.
Still selling though?
It still sells, but at a damage.
But it's a good time to buy. You can grab some good deals,
It's a great time to
stress
buy.
deals.
Obviously, if you want to live in here, it's a great time to buy.
Yeah.
But as far as investment goes, if you're waiting for the market and the economy to change to make money, it's wrong.
So are you saying buy right now whilst everyone's scared?
No, I
buy?
think you should diversify. I spent a fair bit of time in Dubai, and you buy a property, there's a lot more migration happening. So when there's more migration happening, that means
Property's going to go up. Yeah.
are going to go up because there's more money coming into the country. Right now, Melbourne isn't allowing that. Australia isn't allowing that. So that's we're up for a little bit of.
What do you mean it's not allowing it?
Well, there isn't much migration in comparison to Dubai, for example.
Yeah.
They give you golden visas if you invest $1 million.
Yeah.
Like the population of Dubai, for example, only 2 years ago was 2.8 million, and now it's 4 million. And the minute you put a property on the market, it's already gone up by 20%.
So are people investing?
People are investing. The whole world is investing. UK is not safe after 8 o'clock anymore. You know, there's so many English people that are living in Dubai right now. Ukraine, Russia, the winter war, Iran just moved out of there. You know, what's happening with Israel and all that politics, blah blah. What is happening? So everyone's just moved. And Dubai, after like you could leave $1,000 on your table in Dubai, they go to prison. No one can literally touch it. No one will touch money. No one can touch your watch. No one can touch. It's safe. It's the safest place on earth. So it is booming. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because when times get tough, in a tough market, you have to re-strategize in order to invest in other avenues. But for a place of principle and for living purposes, I wouldn't live anywhere else but Australia.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Agree. Coming back to Melbourne, yes, interest rates are high. Cost of living is very high. Mortgage repayments are high. Borrowing capacity is pretty low for people right now. But I think buyers that are sorted with pre-approvals, have a good broker by their side, have a good conveyancer, an agent, I think it is still a good time to buy. People are scared, people are not buying. You can grab some great opportunities, some stressed out deals as well.
Yeah. For investment purposes, it's not the place to be right now. I wouldn't be investing to it right now. For place of principle, 100% go out there, buy. No problem at all.
For investment, why do you say it's not a great place? I actually kind of disagree with that. I think it's a good time to buy whilst they're low. Because eventually, I think Melbourne market always stabilizes at the end.
See,
it doesn't go too
You're
low.
talking like a typical investor right there right now. Because you're saying, I'll tell you why you're saying that. Buy, hold, good time to buy.
Yeah.
My strategy is when you invest $1 million, how is my $1 million going to turn into 1.2 million? You don't know that. You're like, hopefully it's going to go up. I'm more of an aggressive investor.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, if I bought something for 1.2 million, I need it to be worth 1.4 million.
Tomorrow.
When can I do it? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's what developers are used to. That's why they develop. That's why they do the feasibility.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm better off buying right now a block of land and letting it sit there, and this PSP changes, the valuation goes up. I'm letting the economy dictate. I'm not like that. I'm more like, everyone's different. There's a lot of money to be made right now, don't get me wrong. But I feel like as a developer, if you don't have an exit, it's a dangerous position to be in. You're better off investing $50,000 to a 19-year-old that wants to open up a cafe.
Yeah.
Because you're not investing in the business, you're actually investing in the human. And the human is the person that actually runs the business. So you'll be able to make 10 times more money because you have passive income coming in.
Just to clarify for our viewers, you're not saying don't invest in real estate. You're saying diversify.
I'm saying diversify, re-strategize.
Yeah.
Don't just stick it to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Go to other avenues, like go to Adelaide. You can buy a beautiful property for $1.2 million within 10 kilometers of the CBD.
And the
Buy
growth is better there?
side. Yes, the growth's there. You can go to Queensland. Queensland has had 30% growth. When you don't need to be in Melbourne right now to buy investment properties.
So just change your strategies.
Change your strategies to dictate your income.
Yeah.
Because we haven't made money in 4 years. And the reason why I say that is because I'm one of them myself.
Yeah.
I'm doing it myself.
Me too, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't made money in 4 years.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Let's talk about being a real estate agent. You attract some of the most stunning properties. What's the secret to that?
I would have to say 90% of estate agents have no idea how much labor and love is involved when it comes to selling luxury or building luxury. One great example. Have you heard of Miele Appliances? Where is Miele Appliances from? Thank you. The agent doesn't know. That developer's gone out there, spent $8,000 on an oven, and then they're comparing it to the same oven that Technica built for $650. You've got straight line pattern floors, then you've got chevron pattern floors, then you've got herringbone pattern floors, then you've got French oak pattern floors.
Different
You've got a
quality,
lift
different
inside
budget.
the house,
Yeah.
and the agents, they've had a very good ride for the last 5 years because, let's face it, $5-10 million homes, they sell themselves. You look at the land value, then you look at the build cost. We've had a very good ride for the last 5 years, so they've just been good order takers. What we do very well at Zed Real Estate is we pre-qualify, pre-educate. We know exactly, if you were to contact any of my staff members, I am so strong on product knowledge. We educate our developers, we educate architects on how to design so it's catered for the market. So
Okay.
our developer doesn't lose money.
What about
So it's about
developed
doing
properties?
more. Sorry?
What about developed properties?
Develop
Established properties.
established properties. We educate people on how to add value.
Okay.
Change this,
Yeah.
move the kitchen. Let's convert the 3 bedrooms plus study, or let's convert the study into a bedroom. Let's build a wardrobe and give him mirrors so it looks a lot. So we do a lot more advisory work rather than just listing and selling a property, which is what you need to do to be able to handle the objection in order to convert more deals.
So you work very closely with them?
Very closely with,
Yeah.
we do more advisory rather than just listing and
Yeah.
selling properties.
Because I think at that level, they're not just selling or buying properties; they're buying relationships.
100%.
And also at that level, they want they want an agent they can trust, that can make them feel exclusive, and also understand their lifestyle. Understand these people are busy; they don't have time to talk to you day in day out, but get the job done.
Like I'll give you an example. Yesterday I had an open for inspection in Brighton. I had 40 people through on a Thursday.
Wow.
40 people through, even though in a down market. Why? Because we knew that when I sat down with a developer about a year and a half ago, I said, I need these type of finishes, and I need these type of finishes over here, and I need a Dolomite marble, and I need more LED strips. All of a sudden, when we went to market, there's nothing to compare it to, because we knew in about a year time there was nothing else getting built. And now I've just gone to market. I've already sold it. It's already done. I haven't signed the contract, but it's already done. I've already achieved 100,000 more because
Wow.
we planned for it.
That's fantastic.
So we do a lot more advisory work.
And I think that's why you've built a very good brand for yourself. What's your advice to agents that want to build a brand like that?
Knowledge gives you confidence. Ignoring something builds you nervousness. So when you ignore something, you're like, maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get this listing. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do that. No. Study the market. Know exactly who the demographic is. When you launch a product, who's the market segment? Educate the developer. Add value to a site. Don't just walk in without being prepared for it. Most agents, they just walk into homes. They don't even know. The buyers are educating them. Oh, that house sold for that. Oh, really?
Yeah. Or there's a school
The
nearby.
sellers, what the hell's going on? Dude,
Yeah.
would a doctor go out there and
Yeah.
practice on the patient? No.
Yeah.
You're going to kill the patient.
Yeah.
So why are you doing that? Being a estate agent, being a broker, you need to know who your competition is.
Yeah.
Study your competition before you walk into the meeting.
Yeah.
Plan
And you
it.
can tell when you're talking to an agent that's well educated. It's not just about the first impression, it's also about showing up every single time the same way. And a person that's regularly educated, you can tell by talking to them.
And add value. If they're unrealistic, if a seller's unrealistic, educate them. Tell them why they're unrealistic. But you can't educate somebody else when you're uneducated yourself.
Is that why a lot of agents fail?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. As a mortgage broker, I also speak to a lot of clients. Their agents promise them the world. When it comes to delivering, they can't sell at that price, that they overpromised. And that crushes their trust completely.
Yeah. And there's, I would say 90% of the industry does
It's
that.
very common. Very common to overpromise in our industry, especially agents.
Well, I'll tell you a good scenario, okay?
Yeah.
About 6 weeks ago, I walked into a property on the Gold Coast, and my staff, I took one of my staff there. He said, I think you will have a stronger chance of just closing this deal. I said, okay, great, no problem at all. So now I went in there, and honestly, this vendor, I was in the meeting with them for about an hour, and I only spoke 2 words. Because this lovely lady just wanted to express her heart out, and she's like, I know how the real estate works, I know how everything. When I recommended 2 strategies to add value, she's like, you're talking too much, Zed.
Okay.
I sat down and I said, did you know that this is my first time talking in 45 minutes? I feel like you're appointing an agent, and my job is to add value, and this is the strategy we're going to use in order to get you the price. Anyway, so I sat down with my agent. I said, how do you think that went? He goes, you know what? We've got this business because I think we've got the business. We didn't need to do much talking. She did all the talking herself. So some vendors, they just want to be heard. They just think they know what they're doing. But those are the people they want to walk away from too as well. So there's a lot of unrealistic people. Like I'll give you another scenario right now. I'm doing more bloody marriage counseling work than ever.
How the
1 out of 7 properties, it's just unfortunate that people are getting divorced.
Yeah.
And then the poor agent's in the middle. Then the poor agent gets involved in that. The vendor wants this much. The buyers aren't paying that much. The ex wants this much. And then we have to do the lawyer's job as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we do in a challenging marketplace, and people don't see that behind the scenes. So as an agent, sometimes you're better off just going in there and just being realistic and protect your own energy. Not
That's
every deal's
exactly
for
what we
you.
were saying earlier about what we don't see on the internet.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Like I can't tell you the amount of like marriage counseling I'm doing right now, and I tell them, I
I'm
go, I'm
sure.
fucking single.
Yeah.
How do you want me to educate you
Yeah.
guys? I
Yeah.
can't do this shit, you know.
As a broker, I do that a lot as well. So I know what
It's
you
the
mean.
worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
You're
people
not
just want
just
to be
dealing
heard.
with, it's not just a deal, it's an experience. You're dealing with people's emotions, you're dealing with their problems in life. And for that particular time that you're helping them, you're holding their hand and you're dealing with all their life problems as well. Yeah. Now, what does it take? You have an amazing team. What does it take to be working with Zed Real Estate? What does it take someone to be Zed worthy?
Not experience, hunger,
Mm.
enthusiasm, and energy. That's all I look at.
Attitude always beats skills.
That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. I want to know how driven you are and how enthusiastic, how energetic you are, and how sharp you are when it comes down to dressing and representing the brand.
Because you can train knowledge, you can't train hunger. Yeah. Some of the most successful brokers are not the ones that are most experienced, but the ones that are most driven.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
experience doesn't mean anything, yeah?
Yeah.
That's why I say study the market.
Yeah.
That gives you confidence.
Yeah.
Then you can educate. That's it.
Okay. Now, every career has its challenges. What's been your toughest deal and how did you pull it off?
I'm facing one right now, actually.
Okay.
I've got a property that's been on the market for quite a long time.
How long?
6 months.
Okay.
My average days on market's probably about 28 days. It used to be about 16.
Yeah.
And about 10 years ago, it used to be 1 day. So I turned from 1 day agent to 11-day agent to 21 days to now 28. Now I've got a property in 6 months. So
And you're the same person. It's the market that's changed.
it's the market that's changed, but it's also the situation of
Okay.
that specific person.
Okay. Tell me.
The way that I've been brought up is by my father, always do more than what you've been paid for. Just, if you don't reckon something yourself, don't reckon to other people out there.
Yeah.
Believe
Very
in karma, just give good. You don't have to be a good taker, you just have to be a good giver. We always focus on just taking.
What am I going to get out of it?
Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Just give. And watch the universe, how it turns around.
Because it always comes back.
It does come back because you mean well.
Yeah.
So it's like even with our social media content, whatever we do, it doesn't matter what the public thinks. All I care about is spreading 1% positive energy. That's all I care about. So the existing deal that I've got right now, financially, it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Okay. How so?
It doesn't make sense. Why? Because I'm literally just doing this out to just help out the client. Because I know that the other party is taking advantage of this and the lawyers are taking advantage of it. Again, this is coming up with a marriage breakup that I'm dealing with, and I'm the middle person here.
Yeah. So you're not getting much financially
I'm not getting
in this?
anything.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything out of this deal at all.
Okay.
But it is becoming draining because I'm taking a person because I know the other party is taking them for a ride. So I'm actually doing more than what I've been paid for right now. And it gives me pleasure. And if this was the old Zed, probably about 7 years ago, I would have just hanged up on him on the spot. But I'm actually doing a lot more and I'm facing a challenge and it is a big deal. Like when I'm talking a lot of dollars, but I'm doing this to literally just get them out of the deal.
And as you said, universe always brings it back to you.
Universe
Be the
brings
giver.
it back. Any opportunity I get from any type of situation, I go stay away from lawyers when it comes to...
Do you get properties that are really hard to sell as well? Or nothing's hard to sell?
No. We have it. We have a lot of properties that it just sits there and sellers aren't going down in price. They're very adamant that they want that specific price, but they actually don't know that they're losing time, and every month that they hold on to it, they're actually losing money on repayments. So if they're using somebody else's coin, and every year you got land tax now, so they're actually losing money.
Crazy, yeah.
And people are like, I'll just hold on to it and I'll just put it out for rent. Next year it's going to be worth the same price what you did. So I'm doing a lot
Probably
more
paying more in
education.
mortgages as well than...
Holding on to a property doesn't make sense anymore right now. There's certain properties that you buy in real estate. So where's the money at, Ekta? The money's in buying well, not in selling well. When you've bought well and you've done your due diligence.
What's a good place to buy right now in Melbourne?
In Melbourne, I would have to say anywhere within 30 kilometers that you can actually add value.
Okay.
Stay away from townhouses.
Okay.
Stay away from properties that have 300 square meter land.
So bigger land is better.
Bigger land always appreciates in value because God doesn't make land. And then a property that you can actually add value to it. Stay away from new construction right now because build cost has gone up. Until build cost and material cost comes down, then it's different. But if you're a hands-on trader yourself, go into a property, like my brother just made a very good deal out of here. He bought a property for $450,000, okay? And he just sold it for $925 in a matter of 6 months. So you can still, there's still coin to be made. You just got to buy well. That's all it is.
As a broker, for me as well, it sometimes takes months to structure a deal because of the complex portfolio and whatnot. And I think at the end of the day, when you know there's nothing much out of it. It's impossible to do. It's a hard deal to do. And you convert it into a win for the customer. It's magic.
It is.
It's beautiful.
It is.
So someone like you can educate and say, look, this is the time to sell. Whatever price you're getting, it is a good price you're getting now, because 1 year later it'll be the same price, like what you just said. That's education. That's knowledge. That's magic.
Yeah, and that's the only way you can add value to someone.
Yeah.
Not just by
Yeah.
jibber jabbering.
Yeah.
So I always tell my staff, I go, take your comparable sales, educate them rather than telling them. Human beings, we don't like being told. We like to be inspired. We like to be shown the value. This is why statistics have shown if you were to hold on to it, it'll be worth the same price because of this. So it makes sense when you've got comparables in front of a human being, because humans lie and computers don't lie. So then let them be the judge of it.
Yeah, show them the facts.
That's it.
I think when you're dealing with an agent, it's always not just the deal, it's an experience, right? Yeah. So someone that, as we said before, someone that's trustworthy is what you want. You know someone that's not. And you can tell when someone's just talking straight, giving you facts, like you just said, giving you facts, showing you proof of what is selling outside. It just makes sense. Rather than someone that doesn't know and is just blabbering.
I think the best thing that I've ever learned in this business is to just be yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't recommend something yourself, don't recommend to other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if people can tap into it and can relate to it, good. If not, just walk away from it.
Yeah. If we have a 20-year-old listening right now, wants to be Zed Nasheet.
You make me sound very old right now. You're a 20-year-old.
No, I'm making you sound very successful. That's what my intent is.
Mature.
Mature and successful. So if someone wants to be next Zed Nasheet, what should they do from now on?
Self-belief. It was my self-belief that got to me where I am today. Don't take no for an answer.
Okay.
You know, keep going. If you believe it, you will achieve it. And if you've got an idea, you execute. Stop talking. Stop sharing. Just execute. Put actions, because your actions speak louder than words. So if you have an idea, you just got to execute. Don't listen to the world. Don't listen to nobody else out there. You just got to go out there as long as you believe it, and then you can achieve it.
I think you would also agree with this. I think a lot of agents and brokers start chasing commission from day one. And I say money will flow. Focus on reputation. Focus on building relationships. Commissions always come in later.
The reason to that is, see, it's not easy being in commission-only job. Not many people can take it. Sales has the highest suicidal rate ever. Think about it.
Okay.
Think about it. Who wants to put themselves out there not knowing what they're going to get paid next week? Nobody. Profit-driven businesses are a lot more better than salary-driven businesses.
Yeah.
Profits make you a fortune. Salary-driven businesses make you a living.
What is the difference?
Big difference. The society tells you out there, up to 18 years, go study it. Then go back to university, spend another 4 to 5 years' time. By the time you're 30, you've lost your hair already as a male, okay? As a female, you already look terrible at 35 because you've already popped 2 kids out and you haven't achieved anything. Then you go through midlife crisis at 40, and then you're starting like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to start hanging out around people that can focus on personal development, that can focus on wealth, that be an entrepreneur, because they've never had a voice in them. So in today's society, if I was to have a kid, I'm going to teach him how to read that book, Sell Like Crazy. How to speak better. So self-education will make you a fortune rather than formal education. I'm self-educated. I don't have a degree because I was passionate about sales. So anything to do with marketing, I educated myself. Anything to do with personal branding, I educated myself. I went out there, did a course because I was interested, not because the world told me to do that.
And I think world is changing like that. A lot of people would previously only focus on going to university and doing that particular course. And now they know what they want and they do the course themselves. Like you just said, self-educate yourself. And selling is a major one. I think everyone should know how to sell. Yeah. When you know how to sell, you can be really successful. Because you're selling yourself is the number one thing.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Zed, it's been lovely talking to you. I can keep talking to you forever. There's so much more that I want to know, but I know we're restricted on time. Thank you for coming. It was wonderful having you, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of chats off camera.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Whew, that was our episode with Zed Nasheet. I had so much fun talking to him. I'm sure there was a lot you learned from him as well. The tips he's given are fantastic. There's so much more we can learn than just real estate looking at Zed. He also shows us how life can be lived with so much glamour and fun. I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you liked it, leave a comment down there. If you disagree with something, I would love to hear that from you as well. Look after yourself. Until I see you next time, take care and keep watching The EG Show.